Hi, everyone.
Hi, hello, and welcome once again to Starcraft Amateur Hour.
I'm Negative Sons.
And they can't hear you right now, Negative, but we have a live edition. I am Guns Akimbo with Negative Sons in the hot potato seat. He is on Scrap Station going against a Zerg player. We are just casting some ladder matches, getting the viewpoint of the Protoss player. I'm very happy that we are both on Scrap Station and going against a Zerg player, as all our other matches tonight for our live segment have been against Protoss. And being that I know so little about Protoss play, it was kind of rough casting PvP mirror matchups. So the sound that you hear in that background, once again, is Negative Sons fingering his keyboard. Little do you know, there are little JJs on each of his keys, which gives him incentive to just finger his keyboards as hard as possible, just knowing that he's pleasuring the mechanics of this game. Putting down his first pylon, just feeling it so intensely, so roughly. God, he hits those keys and it just, I feel those keys inside of me. They are dark portals into my own mangina. Oh crap. I hope this is a good game, because damn, some Zerg players suck. But not as much as Protoss players who just cheese everything, except for the Zerg players who rush. So, Chrono boosting the Nexus, getting ready to get those probes out that little probe door. The weird thing is that there's no doors on the Nexus, so I wonder if probes warp out through the doors, or if they, because no, there really is no door on the Nexus. That's so strange. Where did the probes come from?
Maybe you should look real close and see what happens.
We can't look real close, you're playing. I want to look real close. See, where do the probes come out of? Where do they come out of? I don't want to distract Negative Sons too much right now, because he needs to rock against Zerg. And we have the Overlord scout already. The Overlord going to a perfect position right there, you know, getting to watch what comes out of that gateway while still being in a place where he can pull back quickly to that empty space, where if he gets stalker harassed or any kind of harassment, even a sentry harassed, he can pull back and most likely live.
Oh my God, I forgot the scout. Jesus Christ.
Negative Sun is doing a very, very late scout, but you know what? It's okay. Sometimes that happens. Chrono boosting the gateway either to scare the hell out of the Zerg right now to go to produce some units, or just to get a couple units out because he has not seen what's coming. There could very well be a rush on its way. We don't know. We have not scouted. But seeing that the probe has gone most of the way across the map and not run into any enemies, it looks like a rush probably is not imminent. He most likely would have seen Zerglings coming out just about right now, or he'll run into them as he goes in. So as a Zerg player, we have the pull up. He's going to want to be very careful of what he sees coming out of here. We do see Zerglings. We are going to see, he's going to want to pull that probe back, possibly all the way to his base even, to see if they are coming in for a full attack. Those are, it looks like 6 Zerglings. Oh, there is a hatchery going down. This was crucial for Negative Sons to see. 4 Zerglings trying desperately to get that probe out of the way, but it's too late. They got it out of the way. There's 6 Zerglings, an expansion going down. The one thing that does make me think this Zerg player might not be as possibly good as Negative Sons, which is, you know, still, it's a very bold statement. We need to get some probes in that gas. Is the fact that there are 6 Zerglings on the field. That means he's committed to at least a handful of Zerglings that could have been going towards drones. So while he is going for expansion, his drone count is going to be much lower for now than Negative Sons, which is going to let Negative Sons have a very distinct army advantage for a little while. Negative Sons claims to have seen a lot of Zerglings, but I've only seen 6. If the Zerg player, actually, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We're gonna have to get some zealots in there. The zealots look like they were heading down the map, and I don't believe they are anymore. Negative Sons is going to be blind here for a little while. He looks like he is pushing out, wants to put some pressure on, but really the important part here. Oh, and there are Zerglings hiding in the smoke monster. There are a lot of Zerglings. He's going to want to protect his hole. He cannot let any Zergling through. That it would be horrible for him. He looks like he's going to need to sit here and just go off one base, get an army built up, and then push out. Cyber Core going down now. Gonna most likely get a couple Stalkers to get a little bit of range on these Zealots, on these Zerglings, even though Zerglings, as we know, are very powerful against Stalkers. Negative Sun's pushing out once again. Looks like his rally points are set to his units. He's going to want to be careful because Zerglings are on the map. He does not want that hole, anything sneaking by that hole. He's going to want to warp in some units to keep that hole filled just in case Zerglings do decide to run by. It's so easy to keep Zerglings hidden on the map somewhere in a small little corner that once, you know, the Zerg player is going to see that the Protoss player is now making his way across the map because he does have that Overlord at that Xel'Naga Watchtower watching to see who comes to that Xel'Naga Watchtower. Most likely the Zerg player will be ready for this push, but it will force him to make units if he was just working on drone population. And right now is going to be a very critical moment of seeing exactly what the Zerg player has in store, what he's taking up to. We see a lot of Zerglings. Speed has not been upgraded yet, which is a very good thing, but that also probably... Oh, looks like... Do I see a Baneling Nest or do I see a hatchery? Nope, just an extractor. Most likely we're going to see some kind of other tech going on because Zerg has not upgraded his lings yet. One spine crawler down, which is very, 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 very dangerous for Zealots. Spine crawlers are so strong against Zealots. He does not want to get locked in there. These drones pulling back. Negative Sun's holding off with a wall of Zerglings coming in, doing so much damage to the base right here, but he's going to want to try to get that queen. He needs to get this economic advantage down right now, and getting that queen might be huge, and the queen going down last second as the roaches come. Now we do know roaches will be on the way soon. Negative Sun sighing because, God, what else are you going to do but sigh? So hardcore. Yawn and sigh. Now, countering to roaches, I guess Negative Sun's most likely is going to want to invest in a couple of Immortals, get a Robo facility down. Putting down his Cybernetics core. Oh, no, putting down his Robotics Bay. Canceling Pylons because, you know what? He's just cool like that. Negative Sun's now, it looks like going, you know, definitely going for his... I think he's going for his expansion. I forget. You know, I'm old. And I forget. Going for his expansion, putting down additional gateways.
Fighting. I thought I heard fighting.
Fighting the good fight. He hears fighting, but there's no fighting. He's losing his mind. He is freaking out. He's pouring sweat and screaming. Luckily, this is a directional microphone, so you cannot hear him screaming. There was a time when Negative Sun's... Oh, a little bit late on the gas there, but you know what? Hey, it happens. It's going to suck with that, trying to get those Immortals out, though. But it's better than trying to crap in a bathtub. Because sometimes it's hard to aim over the hole. And now we do have the Nexus down. We're going to see a little bit of a Maynard transfer. Maynard transfer named after Maynard from the band Tool. Being the first person to ever play Starcraft, as far as I know. Now, the one thing the Protoss player needs to watch out for at this point is he still has not gotten in any additional scout into the Protoss player's main. He does not know if Hydralisks are coming. He does not know if Mutalisks are coming. Mutalisks right now would be almost a disaster for the Protoss player. It would be great for him to get an observer into the main or just get any kind of unit into the main just to see what's coming. Negative Sun's looking very frustrated in front of me right now. But all 4 gateways queued up to his control group on the map. Looks like he's going to be going for a very aggressive push right now. He wants to push...
Stuck.
Uh-oh. Stuck. Bob Marley is stuck. He's going to want to be aggressive, especially if Mutalisks come across the map at this moment. Looks like he does have an observer going into the opponent's main. He's going to want to see exactly what's happening. We do see upgrades down, so this might actually be a heavy Roach and possible Hydra ball coming. Right now, only Roaches. Roach is so good against Zealots, especially if upgrades are in place yet. This is going to be a little bit tough for Negative Suns to push back. These Stalkers and the Sentries are going to be of huge help right now, taking out these Roaches. Zerglings still in the fray without speed, so it still leads me to believe that the Zerg player is going to be up to something. Oh, and the mutes are there on the map, just like we thought. Just like I thought. Very horrible, horrible, horrible for the Protoss player. He seems just beaten right now. He's playing slow even. His APMs have gone down. But he's still not out of this game. A lot of his probes might have died, but he can still come back. He needs to get those probes back out. He needs to put pressure on. He needs to keep a couple of cannons, which he can afford right now, around his mineral lines. It is crucial for him to fight this back and to say, no, Mutalisks, no, no. You will get out of my base, and I will take it back. Luckily, he has that expansion down, but he is falling behind quickly. He's going to have to cannon up and then push. And that is the importance of having observers on the map, seeing what's coming at you. Being that we saw that push with only roaches, it's not too outlandish to assume that we're going to see mutes at that point, since money is not being invested into hydras.